We are today. It is a fantastic Throwback Thursday. Crystal Asige is in the building. Good morning. How are you doing?
I'm great. How are you guys?
I'm good. It's always good when people have new music and they pass through 103.5 Homeboys Radio, because it gives us a break from all of the mundane stuff that we do.
Yeah.
And we get to talk about music, and I know that's at the core of what you're about.
Absolutely. And I'm really glad to be here. Thanks for having me, and I'm glad to see you're feeling better.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. So
We give thanks. Yeah.
Absolutely. Blinding Allure is the new project that I have out.
Okay, and tell us about it. It's a mixtape you mentioned, huh?
Correct. It's a mixtape. So in the last year, of course, I've jumped into the politics space, and my head's been down trying to figure that out. 'Cause it's a new space, like any new work environment, right?
Yeah,
You're in a new workplace, you need to sort of focus and get your way around it.
Right.
But in the background, I've been cooking, I've been in studio. I have like evening sessions still, so I'm still doing the work, and this is now the outcome of all that stuff that I've been doing behind the scenes.
Be hard to balance that though, because you must be busy on the political side, and then now music being the first love.
Yeah.
It must be so hard to balance all of that, huh?
It is quite hard to balance, but especially at the beginning, because I didn't really know how to do it. It's not like someone, it's not like there's anyone who's ahead of me who is a musician and a politician who could tell me, okay, this is how I did it, so here's your blueprint. So I had to figure that out for myself. But at the top of this year, 2023, I was at least, getting a feel of it and trying to balance the two. And also, it's a mental health thing as well. Because that space, it's draining.
It's crazy, right?
It's crazy.
Especially for a creative like yourself.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? Because you've been making music for a long time.
Exactly.
So that, I know that structures that are so strict, they really can drain a creative.
Yeah, absolutely. Even from how the space is to how you have to speak parliamentary language. You can't just, like a creative, just express yourself, the way you want to on an issue. Have to...
You're talking rubbish!
Exactly. That's butters! Things like that. You can't do that in Parliament.
Wow. So, because I always wondered, we'll go back into the music. Like, sometimes you must sit there and hear people talking absolute nonsense. Like, nonsense. How is it like? And then you probably hear somebody else agreeing with the nonsense.
Yeah.
How does that feel like?
It's crazy. And half the time in the beginning, I used to walk out because in a silent protest, because you can't do anything else, can you? Yeah. Especially when you go back into like the corridors where there are no cameras, there are no mics, and then you hear these people speak like what they actually feel and think.
Wow.
And you're just like, but you just stood up on a national platform and said 1, 2, 3, and now you're saying 4, 5, 6. It's crazy.
That's crazy.
But it's just some of the hurdles that it's like life as well. You find people who are two-faced. They speak from both sides of the mouth.
Right.
So I'm trying to find a way to put that kind of energy or storytelling in the music. I don't know how much I can really divulge in a song because it's politics and but I'm trying to find the sweet spot.
Right. So tell us about. So I've got 3 songs in front of me. I've got Ecosystem, Slow Burn, and I've got Different. Tell us about Ecosystem. Is the one I listened to first.
Ecosystem. Ego.
So let me put my glasses on. Okay, there you go. My bad.
That's all right.
Ecosystem.
Yeah, it's a play on that.
Tell us about that.
So that's the first single that I released of this project, and it's just a play on the word, of course, ecosystem. Just about that moment where you feel, you know what, I'm the first line goes, I'm a flex. Everything I want, I get.
Right.
So just feeling yourself, being confident and in your skin and what you're doing, and showing all parts of who you are, because this project is very much about that. Showing, because I'm an artist and a politician, and I'm also working in the disability advocacy space, I've got many layers to me. So just like any other creative, like all of us in this room. And the first song, Ecosystem, is just about flexing all that and not being shy to be like, I am this, and I'm also this, and I'm also this, and I'm gonna show that to everyone.
All right. Yeah. So from the new mixtape, this is Ecosystem, Crystal Asige.
Company limited. Confident, that's what I said. Ni penny mirror, self-reflect. You say no, I say next. Self-raise, my daily bread. Nikki on a spec, self-correct. Ni sipo reply, enough was said. Sometimes under pressure, never press. My mind's an instrument. Ego system. Me on rhythm. Please don't
How do you feel about like the state of I wouldn't just say music in the 254, but more specifically this song, because this is more tinged towards R&B kind of vibe.
Yeah.
What's the state of that part of the music economy in the 254?
Hip hop R&B. I think, well, first of all, I'll just.
Well, how do you define that? How will you define that sound?
I think for me, this first Blinding Allure project is definitely R&B hip hop.
Right.
It's part of what I was saying before, which is that as human beings, as creatives, we are very multi-layered, and people have sort of been used to Crystal as being a cha-cha-cha rumba musician, and I've been like, but I've got all these other influences I love. I love hip hop. I love me some R&B. I love me some reggae, etc., etc. How can I then come back and show all these sides of me?
Right.
And so this is like my homage to that side of that layer of who I am, hip hop and R&B, and also because what I'm doing now, I represent youth, women, PWDs in the Senate, and I meet them all the time.
Right.
And this is the stuff they're listening to.
Yes.
So it's also just a way to appreciate the young people that I'm always around and stuff like that at the same time.
Okay, now from the project, I've seen that you have no other collaborations other from Different.
Yes.
And that's what Uwaya. How do you even say Uwaya Tajiri?
Uwaya.
Because I know he's such an incredible songwriter.
He is,
I actually know of him. So like, what exactly made you collaborate with him only from the project, and like especially for this song?
Funny story, actually. I was in studio and I hadn't seen Yoya for a long time, right?
Okay.
Many years. And he just happened to jump in the studio to say hello to my producer, because we have the same producer.
Yeah.
And when he walked in, I was like, yo, dude, where have you been for X amount of years? And he's like, oh my God. So we had a moment, we hugged, we broke bread, we had lunch together that day. And then I was like, I'm actually doing XYZ in studio, and do you want to listen? And he heard this song Different that I was writing, and he was like, oh my God, I love it. And it's a topic that I think I'm going through something similar. Can I write on it? Can I jump on? And I said, yeah, absolutely.
Wow.
So that's how that happened.
Wow.
And he ended up being the only feature on the project,
So that joint called Different features pronounced Yahweh. Uwaya Tajiri.
Yeah.
I'm excited about hearing this joint, because if it's the only feature that's on the album, it must be good.
He's dope. And also we do a lot of good work together. We're both very passionate songwriters, and we have lots of ideas that we've done before in the past, and just seeing him after a long time gave me that sort of like inspiration of it's always been magic between us, plus the producer as well. The three of us have been working together from before.
Right.
So when we were both, all three of us in the same room again, and I was like, maybe this is a moment that the universe is like, come on guys, do the thing,
Make it happen.
Yeah.
All right, man, let's get into that. Different. And this is definitely different. 103.5 Homeboys Radio, the urban sound of Nairobi.
If you chose me to, ningi baki just to be with you. You met the right one, not the wrong is you. Sijawahi pitia what you put me through, and nasa sana taka ujue. We're not going back, sirudi kule. Usiponipata isikushtue. When I'm really done, I live in silence. Might trick me, what?
That's for you, man. That's what she said. That's for you, man. I wish you would have listened.
Loud and clear.
And that's a beautiful piece of music, man. 103.5 Homeboys Radio, the urban sound of Nairobi. Do you prefer, like, where do you find your greatest joy? In writing or in actual performing?
I think both for different reasons. I would lean a little bit more on the writing side.
Right.
Because we talk about this all the time as creatives. Creating something from nothing is really hard.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And that process of trusting each other, people in the room, to hold your feelings, trust that they'll be able to take care of, your artistic sort of ideas and
Right.
stuff like that. It's quite an intimate situation, creating with other people. And so that part for me, I feel is sacred.
Right.
And also that's when you can be the most free, you can make the mistakes, you can cry, you can sit
Right.
there and have like blank, a whole hour or two of just blankness. You don't know what to do. But then, of course, when you get on stage, for me, because I'm blind, and I have been so for most of my life now, over half my life now, it's the part where I can get the energy back because I don't get to see people and see how they react and stuff. So when I'm on stage and I hear the shouting and the screaming and the energy that's being exchanged, for me, that's really special as well because that's the only way I, in quotes, see the audience and their reactions.
Yes. All right, man. That is such an amazing the way in which you've expressed that, from being visually impaired, how you get that energy back, because you don't see it,
correct,
but you feel it.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. Now, before you go, we're gonna play another song from you called Slow Burn, but I've just got a message and I've been told that Kofi Olomide is set to make another grand return to the 254, and of course he's coming through with a massive show. They call him La Grand Mapao, and we've been talking about it for a lot, but it is happening at the Dome at the ASK ground. That's just up there by Jamhuri. And if you are in for a celebration of all things Lingala, come for the NAM Festival on the 9th of December. VIP tickets 25,000, regular tickets going for 6,000 and 7,000 at the gate. This is a Black Friday special announcement. So here are your special discounts. VIP 20,000 shillings, regular 5,000 shillings. That is a massive discount. So go over to ticketyetu.com right now and secure your spot for NAMFest when Le Grand Mapao will return. Radio Africa events and Ace Light events present the return of Kofi Olomide, a peace concert. And I keep on telling you, I just love music. I love live performances. I might not be the biggest Lingala fan, but Kofi Olomide is a legend. Therefore, I am just going to watch and enjoy. It's as simple as that. Yeah,
absolutely.
For real.
I wish I was going to be. I'm going to be in Kigali at that time, but I wish I would have been here. One of the legends that I did watch a couple of years back was Billy Abel.
Right.
I was like, child.
This is music.
You're everything. Yeah.
Where can people find your music, Crystal?
I'm all over social media. I'm still the same tag, which is a handle, which is Crystal Asige. Or you can just search VIP, visually impaired person, online.
Okay.
And it's on as well as DSPs, my YouTube channel, the usual, basically.
Places, yeah?
Yeah.
All right, well, thank you for taking time to come through this morning and share your art with us.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I apologize because I know this interview was supposed to have taken place, and
don't get sick next time, all right?
I'm sorry.
All right, and if you do, I'm joking.
So the interesting thing is, I get sick, right?
Yeah.
And then I stay at home and I work from home, right? Like, our manager says, why are you working from home? I'm like, so next time I'm sick, I am just not coming to work.
You're going missing.
I'm doing no work whatsoever. Crystal, thank you very much. We're going to roll out with Slow Burn. Tell us about Slow Burn.
Slow Burn is like the sexy track on this project. So that's why it's last. I wanted to give it like a strong finish. And it's just a love song. It's a song about... how I experience love. I'm a very tactile person when I'm in a relationship, like we've discussed. So it's just giving people, audiences, just a snippet of how I love and how I love to be loved. So it's for all those folks, late night. If you need a jam, especially during this El Nino period, these cold rains, put on that Slow Burn.
Slow Burn on 103.5 Homeboys Radio. Crystal Asige, thank you very much.
Thank you.